Hello, Neil. How are you today, please?
Oh, marvellous, thank you. On tip-top condition.
Tip-top?
Yes.
Wasn't that a type of cream that was available once in the
Tickety-boo and pucker.
Tickety-boo? I don't think Tickety-boo wasn't it? But Tip-top was a type of cream that was available. So is it a pouring cream, I believe?
I don't care.
Enough about dairy products.
Thanks.
We're here to join our listener, who hopefully is still with us, to talk about another
Honourabl Mentions.
or a single.
Honourabl Mention, please.
That's it. Thank you very much. We will be going through the life of someone from history. Gives us quite a broad area to explore, who has done something quite extraordinary, but you may not have ever heard of them. So your big hitters in history, people like Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn and George Washington.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, those sort of
There you
people,
go. Yeah.
we're all very aware of, aren't we?
No.
But in terms of these other people we're talking about, people are going to say, never heard of them. But you should have done. Feel ashamed, listener, because
they deserve an honourable mention.
They do deserve an honourable mention. That's what we are here to do, to set the record straight.
And I hope they appreciate it.
Think of us as slightly odd historical superheroes, if you like. I think that's probably where we are.
I think so. I can see myself doing that. I might get a T-shirt with that on it.
Yeah, do that. Anyway, let's go. Hello, Neil.
Hello, Steve.
Thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining us, dear listener, again. Now then, we're going to open today's episode with a bit of a trivia quiz question. So I'm going to ask you a question here. Hot shot, pop quiz, hot shot. Can you please... You what?
Okay, mate.
Oh, okay, great, mate. Can you please name for me by population? I'm not asking geographically, I'm not asking alphabetically, I'm asking by population. That's the amount of people who live in these cities.
Thank you.
Can you please tell me the 5 largest cities in the United States of America? Please go.
Los Angeles has got to be one.
It has, yes.
I'm going to say New York.
Say it again.
New York.
New York's good. They named it twice. That's why I got you to do that. See what I did there?
Well done.
Well done.
Dallas.
No.
Oh.
But you are right, in Texas.
Detroit.
You are right, in Texas. Detroit. Detroit is at the other end of the country.
I'm sorry. Let's go with Austin.
You can't phone a friend.
It's in Texas.
Oh, no, but there is a city in Texas. Let me tell you, Neil, we have a problem.
Well, what's the matter?
No.
Technical issue.
No, we don't literally have a problem. It's a clue.
You just said we had a problem.
Yeah, it's a clue to the city for which you are searching your brain.
Houston.
Houston, we have a problem, yes. So we've got Texas, we've got New York, we've got Houston. Now then, Detroit is in Michigan.
Yeah.
But up the end of the country.
Chicago.
Chicago. My kind of town. Yes, Chicago. And you've got one more to get, please, out of those 5.
Las Vegas.
Incorrect.
Really
That's Nevada.
Really don't care, but let's have a go with New Mexico.
That's a state.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go with Toronto.
It's in Canada.
I don't know. I can't remember the cities in America. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to rack my brain. I've gone for Miami.
Oh. Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh. Phoenix, Arizona. You can cut that out. You can cut that out, surely.
Edit that out, make it look like
edit that bit out. That's it. Make myself look like I know what I'm doing.
Surprising, that one, though, isn't it? Phoenix, Arizona.
It is very surprising, yes. It's put me off my feet.
Yes, it's almost like it sort of rose from the flames.
See what you did there?
See what I did there as well,
I did see what you did there. That's a Harry Potter thing, isn't it, surely?
Prisoner of whatever it was. Prisoner of... I might be thinking of Aberdeen. Now, one of those 5 cities is going to be the primary location for our tale today.
Ooh.
And that one is the first one you think of if I threw some words out there like pizza, like Al Capone, like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, like Chicago, like Illinois.
In
Any clues?
Chicago.
It's in Chicago. Well done, Neil.
I got it on the first clue, really.
You picked up on my clues there.
Really, I got no idea. What's pizza got to do with Chicago?
Chicago Town Pizza.
Oh, yeah, it's a brand, isn't it? Anyway, crack on.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get some freebies.
Well,
See what we
they're
can do.
delicious and really quite easy to cook.
Yes, especially when you cover them in tip-top cream. Anyway, in contrast to our previous stories, today's story is about a woman, a lady, a female, if you will.
Wow, that sounds like you sound like the dad from Friday Night Dinner. Have you got any female? Any females?
She was an amazing young lady, this person.
I'm sure she would be.
Because it's set in America, because it's set in Chicago, because it's about a woman, we're going to start in Scotland with a bloke.
As you would.
And where else?
Yeah, exactly.
Where else would you start a style of such magnitude, such import? I don't know what I'm talking about either. If you will.
Are you drunk again?
What's the time? Yes.
No, well done.
Yeah. Let me take you back in time to the year of our Lord, 1842.
Wow. 20 to 7.
Yes, roughly. Nearly quarter to.
Yeah.
We're looking at a tough Scotsman called Alan Pinkerton.
Doesn't sound tough.
With a name like Pinkerton.
What, but Alan?
Doesn't he?
No.
Al Capone?
Yeah, but it wasn't Alan, was it?
Who was he not?
Don't know. I don't think so. Alan Capone. Doesn't sound right, does it?
He was Alphonse, I think, wasn't he?
I don't know.
But, yeah, could have been, though. Could have been mistaken. Anyways, right, our friend, Alan Pinkerton, emigrated from Scotland to the United States.
Okay.
Now, he had a trade that he took with him. And his trade was... No, not Lego. It's a good guess.
Yeah.
Now then, Neil, we are real-life brothers, are we not?
I believe so, yes.
We're real-life brothers from the same mother and father.
Yeah.
And our mother had a maiden name, which is a name before she got married, a surname. She didn't change her first name, but a surname before she got married. And that surname came from this trade that Alan Pinkerton, what he was that he was doing. You may have thought that our ancestors on my mother's side were making minis or anything like that. But no, they were making...
with a guy called Lee.
Lee Coopers, yes. Yes, that's another fine product that I'm open to being sent. But he was, in fact, making barrels, which is what a Cooper was. So
how come the Coopers don't make jeans then? Because they must have started out making barrels.
They did make, but they got beaten to it by the Strausses, didn't they?
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Levi did it. Anyway, right, this is what happened. I'll stop saying anyway, it annoys me. Alan left Scotland and went to set up as a Cooper in Illinois in the US of States in a place called Dundee.
Really? Do you think he sort of made a mistake? Do you think he sort of said, got a taxi or something, went, can I go to Dundee? And this bloke did a ringer on him and sort of went away. Hold on a minute, we're going on the boat here. What's going on here, fella? Your ticket thing's racking up a bit. I was expecting to spend about £5.
I say a taxi driver, do we normally use a pedalo? We seem to be going a very long way.
It seems like you're going a long way. That charge taking up. I was expecting to spend a £5. What are you doing to me, you thief?
So he ends up there in Dundee.
Well, they don't speak very much Scottish round here, do they? He says. Where's the iron brew?
Where's the iron brew and the haggis and the nips and tatties?
Yeah.
What's going on? So we're talking now 1847, so 5 years.
5 years it took him? Bloody hell. That taxi driver knew what he was doing, didn't he? Christ.
So 5 years of being there, and he was out in the woods gathering timber for his barrels, which you need to make.
For he was a Cooper.
For he was a Cooper, so he was making barrels, it's making them out of timber. He never guessed what happened to him while I was out in the middle of the woods. He only stumbled across signs of a counterfeiting operation.
Well, why would they put signs up?
That's what I thought.
That's silly. You wouldn't advertise it, would you?
Counterfeiting operation this way.
Yeah.
Please enter the gift shop.
Fake banknotes are us with an arrow or something. Ridiculous thing to do.
Anyway, you come across these signs to a counterfeiting operation, and not being one to pretend he hadn't seen what he clearly had seen, because he'd seen it, because they were signs.
Yeah, it's one of them things you walk past and pretend that you're not looking.
Pinkerton staked out the gang, gathering some evidence.
Ooh, what, just like give them some meat?
Not as staked them out, like as in fed them. Staked them out like styrofoam cups on the dashboard of his Chevrolet while he wore a leather jacket that creaked on the leather seat behind him. And his
Chewing gum.
and his partner come back with some donuts and coffees. Just as he got them, they started to make their move. They had to screech off with loads of paper flying up behind them and through a pile of empty cardboard boxes that were left there for no apparent reason.
That's brilliant, because that's what happens in the films.
Screeching tyres and that sort of stuff. So that's what happened. But well,
when they pick a knife up off a blanket, but it still goes shing. What's all that about? Anyway,
not quite what happened, because first of all, he went and got the local sheriff, and together they broke the gang and apprehended all involved. So he was in the car while the sheriff went to get the coffee and donuts in the styrofoam cups. That's what would have happened. So after that, our friend Alan Pinkerton became interested in police work and binned off life with the barrels. So forget all that. I don't care what skills I've got. I've got transferable skills.
Nice.
He thought to himself.
Yeah, isn't he?
Yeah, he can make barrels, he can solve crimes.
You could say he was a proper tradesman, because he can turn his hand to anything.
I think there's a TV series in that. A Victorian barrel maker that solves crimes in his spare time. Cooper, P.I., in his big moustache.
Don't think so. I think you're thinking about Taggart.
Taggart,
yeah.
Mudder. They do like how people do the tough mudder. And I always think that sounds like a really difficult crime for Taggart to break. Oh no, there's been a tough mudder. From there on, Pinkerton became interested in police work, as we've said, and he served as deputy sheriff in 2 Chicago area counties.
Wow.
Obviously didn't need many qualifications in those
No,
days.
spread himself about, didn't he?
What qualifications have you done, mate? Well, I made some barrels and I broke a counterfeiting ring. Okay, you're in. So in he came. From then, he became a special agent for the US Post Office in the city of...
Chicago.
Chicago.
That's it, Chicago.
This is my kind of town. In 1850, he then met a fellow upright and lawful citizen who was an attorney at law, and his name was Edward Rucker.
He likes to fight then.
He liked to fight. Why do you say he liked to fight?
It was a fighter, because he was a Cooper, and this guy's Rucker, so he's obviously likes to fight. It's a bit of a rook.
That's a rugby phrase, isn't it, really?
I can't tell you.
That was a secret in rugby.
Well, I can, I just don't want to.
Rucker and Pinkerton formed the Northwestern Police Agency.
Ooh, they could have called it Ruck Pink.
Well,
or
after
Pink
a
Runk.
year, Pinkerton Rucker, Ruck Pink. They both sound absolutely filthy, though, don't they?
Yeah.
I say, ding dong. Fancy coming back to my place for a Pinkerton Rucker? It does sound positively filthy. They only had it for a year, then it was dissolved.
Like Anadin.
What happened was that Edward was thrown out of the deal, and Alan's brother Robert came on board, and the Pinkerton National Detective Agency was born.
Oh, so PNDA, because they like to abbreviate everything over there, don't they?
PNDA, they do, yes.
Like FBI.
They could have called it the Pinkerton National Investigative Services.
Why would that spell, Stephen?
Penis.
Okay. Well, it's like ASDA, isn't it? That's abbreviated.
In there. I need an E in there somehow.
Yeah. Pinkerton
Extraordinary National Investigative Services.
Or exclusive.
Exclusive. Yeah. Yeah, what we need is a time machine. Now, but to suggest these things.
Yes, and they can say, stop, penis.
Later that year, the brothers opened their headquarters, 80 Washington Street in Chicago.
Oh, no, that's quite a nice place.
So that's confusing, isn't it? Washington.
Yeah, I used to know someone who lived at 82.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who was that, please?
A bloke called George.
George what?
George from Washington.
George from Washington. Good imagination there, Neil.
Thank you.
In 1855, Allen signed a deal to guard the Illinois State Railroad. And that was the first big deal they did. But the agency was taking its baby steps. But believe me, please, believe me,
Okay, I'll try.
yeah,
Yeah.
it hadn't even got started yet.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
intriguing.
that's better, thank you.
That's intriguing.
Do you know why I had...
Ooh, that's a better.
That's a bit damp, but we'll go with that.
Sorry about that.
So
Stop it.
the Pinkerton National Detective Agency only went and grew to become the largest private law enforcement organisation anywhere on, I'll make you guess this actually, anywhere on which planet?
Wow, that's tough. I can't see them needing much on the moon and places like that and Saturn and that, because the moon's nothing and it's too hot for everything else. So it's got to be Earth, surely.
It's got to be Earth, and the moon isn't a planet, it's a moon. It's a satellite. But
It's
every
not.
day's a school day.
Eurostat is a satellite.
Moon is a satellite, it's not a planet.
Well, it doesn't beam much TV, does it?
Uranus.
You are as well.
The Pinkerton National Detective Agency, the PNDA, were hired to hunt down legendary outlaws like Jesse James,
Yes, I like her songs.
like Butch Cassidy,
I know
and
him yet.
the Sundance Kid.
Yeah,
And
I've heard of them.
they're also used with their espionage techniques to
That's a French
infiltrate.
word.
Espionage, don't you like that?
It's all right.
They're
They could have used
spying.
that in it.
They're spying techniques.
What do you call it? Espionage and some other. That's the word you needed to form penis.
Yeah, that would just be childish now. I won't spend too much time on that. But they were hired by likes of Andrew Carnegie.
Oh, he has a deli.
There's the Carnegie Deli, isn't there, near the Carnegie Hall, which was named after him.
Was it? Well, was he an actor?
No, he was a wealthy businessman, wasn't he? He was a very wealthy man.
You tell me.
I think he was probably the wealthiest man in the world at the time, but I don't know. But what they did at the PNDA was they broke the unions for people like him so he could basically crap all over his workforce. So they made him richer, but I suppose they got money out of it as well. And while they were doing all this, they even found time to invent which form of crime-fighting technique?
Handcuffs.
Well, that's a good guess, but no.
Disguise.
Who?
Oh, I'm watching the wrong programs.
If you're thinking police officer stripograms, there's a clue.
Okay, truncheons.
No, mugshots. Had nothing to do with police officer stripograms. It's just what I was thinking when you were going on. So, no, they invented the criminal mugshot.
Well, you can get them now in Tesco's and other supermarkets are available.
And
yeah, you can.
Why have your photo taken with a number in front of you?
No, there's another French word, a sachet you can get, or packet, where you place it into some, it's like a pasta-based thing with flavourings, and you place it into a mug, and you pour hot water on it, and they call it a mug shot.
That's a pot noodle.
It's not a pot noodle. The pot noodle's in the pot.
Okay. So I've mentioned Chicago town pizzas and tip-top cream, and you're going with mug shots.
Yep.
Okay.
Tomato and herb. Nice.
And Lee Cooper jeans, which are quality.
They are very good quality. Very well made and last for a long, long time. And the fit is pretty much... Anyway.
So there they were, these Pinkerton brothers, sat on their high horse in 80 Washington Street.
They didn't have normal horses?
No, none of the invention of the mugshot, none of the capture of them, Jesse James, none of that would have been possible if it hadn't have been for a lady called Kate Warne.
Ooh, she sounds exciting.
What's that you say? Please tell me why, Stephen.
Please tell me why, Stephen.
Okay, well, Kate Warne, Neil, is worth an honourable
mention.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
She took herself to see Alan Pinkerton in 1856 and introduced herself to him, probably saying those very words.
Yeah.
He told her outright that he had no place for a secretary in his typing pools, but she said she didn't want those sort of jobs. She wanted to be a detective. Detective work was rough, dirty and dangerous, and was certainly no place for a woman, which is why no woman was doing it.
Well, yeah, that is true.
But she argued She can see things and hear things that he would otherwise be able to see and hear.
Why, she got superpowers?
No, because she'll be able to go places where no man would ever dare follow.
Like, haberdasheries and things like that.
Well, like the ball.
Yeah, that's another one.
Let's face it, even today, women go off in groups. I don't know what they're doing there, I think.
Yeah, they go to the toilet in pairs all the time. I don't know what it is. That's quite weird.
You know those motorcycle stunt riders you get when they have about 12 of them on one motorbike?
Yeah.
I think that's how women arrange themselves on the toilets and none of them have to touch it.
I went to the toilet in pairs once and I got thrown out the greengrocers. Hey!
Yes, where were we? We were going back to, she was saying that no one would be able to follow her, no man would be able to follow her to the pillows and candles section of IKEA or the toilets or a haberdashery, as you've said.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Thank you.
I've mentioned IKEA now as well, so if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, who was going to suspect a woman of being a spy? She turned it back on him. That's what she did. Because he said, it's no place for a woman. But she said, well, exactly, no one's going to suspect a woman because it is no place for a woman.
That's right. It is true.
So give me a job. And he said, I should Coco. I'm not going to give you a job when women can't pitch a baseball without looking at their arms made of shoelaces, which I thought was a bit sexist.
It was sexist, isn't it?
Yes. But then he gave it a thought and he saw the opportunity and he said, no, I'm going to give you a try, young lady.
Wow. What a nice man.
What a nice man.
Yeah.
So Kate Warne became a lady detective.
Ooh. She's an L-dick.
Is that how you're going to phrase that?
Yeah, that's how I'm going to use it. That's mine. Thank you.
That's probably why they didn't go with penis as the acronym for their company.
Yeah, probably. But L-dick, that sounds something like the Spanish person will say, wouldn't it?
If Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson were living in Spain, that'd be what he is known as.
Well, exactly, yeah.
So probably get away with it. Kate Warne, do you remember Kate Warne?
I've heard of her, yes. You mentioned her a minute ago, yes.
Yeah, she was born in 1833 in New York State.
Right.
And she grew up in a large, impoverished family with a father who worked as a church minister.
Oh. So she had a sort of a religious background then?
She did have a religious background.
Thank you for that.
Although she dreamt of becoming an actress, but this was vehemently opposed by her parents.
It was what, opposed?
Vehemently opposed. They were very strongly against it. They weren't having none of it.
Thank you.
They weren't having none of it.
Yeah.
So she wanted to be an actress. They weren't going to let her. They were quite strict, etc.
No, they said.
As a young adult, by the age of 23, she found herself running the household and had been married and widowed. A bit sad, isn't it, by the age of 23? By the age of 23. So I'd imagine her mother must have passed on.
Or moved.
If they were that religious, she probably passed away rather than divorced or whatever, I'd have thought. And if she's been married and widowed, then the old man, not her father, but her husband, would also have died. And the clue I'm taking from that sentence is widowed. I'm taking it as hadn't been windowed.
Yeah, no, exactly. Not being windowed, and pushed it through a glass pane or something.
No, I think she'd been widowed.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened to the family because she left them.
Not
and
important.
she ended up in the Pinkerton National Detective Agency, persuading a pioneering investigator and genius businessman to make her the first detective on their books.
Well done, her.
Actually, tell a lie. The first female detective on their books.
Okay.
She wasn't the first detective, Stephen. Get a grip, man. In fact, Neil.
Yeah.
You
I like
listening?
facts. Yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
She wasn't just the first female detective on the books of the National Pinkerton Detective Agency.
Go on.
She was the first female detective in the whole rootin' tootin' shootin' US of A.
Wow. So there could have been others.
In fact, Neil.
Yeah.
What do you mean? She was the first.
No, I mean, there could have been others in the other parts of the world.
No, because she was the first rootin' tootin' shootin' female detective in the whole wide world.
Wow. But then again, how do you know? Because she was taken on board to be undercover, if you will. So how do we know that other countries hadn't already done this?
How do you know she was taken on board to be undercover?
Because you told me. You said she was an actress and she was there to be a detective, and she can
No,
get into,
see, you're
she can get into
picking up,
places. She can get into places where other people couldn't.
you're picking up little clues and things that I haven't verified as of yet.
Oh,
Anyway, you're right. So she began well, and she won over doubters, because there's going to be doubters, aren't there? They're going to be
yeah,
the
it's about to
men.
be. Yeah.
They're going to be
Yeah.
the men. They're going to sit around, put your knickers on, love, get us a cup of tea, that sort of behaviour, that sort of sexist pigs, we call them,
Yeah.
those sort of people. So they'd have been there, wouldn't they? But she began to win them over when she busted open an embezzlement case that had gone cold.
Wow.
So all these
Was it
men...
in the winter?
No, I mean gone cold by the fact that no one had been able to solve it. So
okay.
all these men together had drawn a blank. They're not been able to solve this case.
Mhm.
It was for 50,000 of your US dollars.
Got a lot of money then.
It was a lot of money. So if you took that 50,000 US dollars and put it into today's money, how much do you reckon?
Oh, it's got to be at least 30 quid.
It is at least 30 quid.
Yeah. I would
more
say
than 30
$25 million.
Well, you are prone to exaggerate now. I've told you that many
I
times.
do, yes. Yeah.
2 million US dollars today.
Ooh, I was only a digit out.
You're only a digit out, but
The
also
decimal point.
23 million, depending which way you look at it, I suppose. Yes. So all these male agents have been unable to crack this case, and she cracked it just as she said she would, by going undercover, as you said she would,
Yeah.
and
I
winning the
already worked that out.
confidence of the wife of the chief suspect.
Ooh, nice.
So what she did, she went undercover and swapped her New York State accent for a flawless Southern Belle twang.
Wow. What, like, bong?
No, like y'all and sugar
Oh,
and that sort of stuff.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Ain't you just a cute ball of sugar? That kind of thing.
Roscoe Pico train.
Cuckoo. So what she did, she ingratiated herself with the embezzler's wife, who was from Alabama, which is
Right.
down that way. So it's
It is
quite
down that
handy.
way, yeah. Yes, it's quite close for her, isn't it?
It's quite handy she did
It was
that
lucky they
accent.
did that there, because otherwise she'd have been a right mess, wouldn't it?
Yes, otherwise her accent would have been a bit out of place.
Yeah.
She'd been sent to Paris or Germany or somewhere.
Exactly, yeah.
But she wasn't. She was in. She was talking to this lady from Alabama, and she
Sweet
ingratiated
home.
herself. Sweet home Alabama. Who did that?
I don't know.
Lynyrd Skynyrd. Anyway, the wife felt safe enough to share a little secret that gave the whole game away, and told her what her husband had done with the money.
Wow. Well done, her.
So Kate, like a chameleon, she was quite calm, like a calmer chameleon, you would say. She managed to take this information back to her bosses, having transformed herself into a Southern Belle, now transforming herself back into the Kate Warne everybody knew, and relay them this information, which ended in the arrest of this nefarious couple.
Oh, that's good. That's good work.
So the Pinkerton brothers were impressed. In 1860, Kate was given sole charge of a newly created female detective bureau.
Ooh. Is that the FBI?
No, that begins with an F. That's the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, okay. I often wonder what that stood for. Thank you.
Not the Female Detective Bureau, which has the first letter, but not the other two.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, it's good guess. In this Female Detective Bureau, she was able to recruit other women and oversee the opening of branches right across the USA. So they had some faith in these boys.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? They invested a lot of money in her.
In fact, Alan Pinkerton said that Kate was a rather commanding person, and with an ease of manner that was quite captivating at times, she was calculated to make a favourable impression.
He sounds like he's got a bit of a soft spot for her.
What he was saying there was Kate was bare bossy femme, but she knew how to flex and leave mad good vibes, though, you feel me?
All right, okay, yeah. I'm glad you're talking my language now, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what he was saying there.
Yeah.
He would tell anyone who'd listen that Kate Warne had never let him down. Not once.
Not once.
Never let him down. Even when he sent her across the road to Starbucks, she came out in the right order.
That
She
takes some doing, because normally you forget by the time you walk in the door. I do.
she never let him down.
Wow.
And now we reach the part of the story that really takes a twist.
Well, not twists.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go on then. Just
Let's
brace
twist
yourself.
again. Let's twist again like we did last summer.
Yeah.
In February of 1861,
Yeah.
a chap called Samuel M. Felton,
Mm.
who was president of the Philadelphia, Wilmington, and Baltimore Railroad, informed the Pinkerton Agency of a deadly plot.
No, they didn't.
They
How do
did.
they know?
I think it was like an allotment that had started strangling people.
Ah, right, yeah. Could have been, yes. That's probably what it meant, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good.
We're both running up the wrong dog leg, or whatever they say here, because our friend Samuel M. Felton had received a tip about, and I quote, a deep-laid conspiracy to capture Washington, destroy all the avenues leading to it from the northeast and west, and thus prevent the inauguration of in the capital of the country. Now, the of and the gap there relates to an incoming president who would be
Abraham Lincoln.
correct.
Why, see? Wow.
So the little tip-off he had,
How do you know?
I think you can go and see it in the Smithsonian Museum,
Oh, okay.
was about a plot to assassinate Abraham Lincoln.
So he could get into places that she could have got into. That bloke who got the tip off.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, perhaps this one was discussed in a male toilet
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
in the power tool section of a
Yes.
DIY shed.
For being cute or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Somewhere like that, on the
Yeah.
terraces of a football match. Somewhere
Yeah.
like that, I should imagine. He wouldn't have heard this in the pillow section of IKEA.
No.
This was top stuff. So Kate said that she suspected that the secessionists, and that's what we're going to call these people, because they wanted to secede from the United States of America.
Okay.
So
Let's go with that.
This is
We'll work with that
pre-Civil War.
Yeah.
So she said that she suspected they would strike in Baltimore, as it was the only slave-holding city, aside from Washington, D.C. itself, that was on the president-elect's journey.
So she worked that one out.
So that's her suspicion. She went undercover to unravel the plot. She went all the way to Baltimore, posing as...
A squirrel.
No. To give you a clue, she's done it before.
Oh, okay. An actress. A Southern Belle, if you will.
Yes, a Southern Belle, if you will.
So
from
she's only
Alabama.
got one sort of routine and a repartee, really, isn't she?
Yeah, but when it's that good that even people from that area can't pick out that you're putting it on,
Well, true.
do you need to deviate? Do you need to?
No,
Do you need to have
change it.
range? You don't need to have that
But she's just limiting herself to where she can work.
She's limited her character range for the moment, hasn't she? But it's that good. I mean, but you've got to be good at it, because you can slip, can't you? You can, I don't know, you can bang your toe and go, oh, do it in your own accent,
Yeah.
and everyone says, "What? Oh no,
Yes.
sorry, I meant goodness gracious me, sweetheart."
Hot dang.
She used 2 aliases while she was uncovering this plot of these secessionists.
Yeah.
One was Mrs. Cherry,
Mm-hmm.
and one was Mrs. Barley.
Okay.
And she attended several parties and spoke loudly in favour of the secessionist states, and became
Yes.
friendly with the wives of the men who were intent on killing Abraham Lincoln. That's a bit risky, I think, because
She got in deep then, didn't she?
She did get in deep.
Mm.
She was rolling in the deep there. But if you went to several parties, what is the risk? What are the chances that someone at one of these parties can say, "Oh, look, there's Mrs. Cherry," and someone else says, "What are you on about? That's Mrs. Barley over there."
Yeah. How'd you get around that? Disguise.
A moustache or something.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'd have done.
It did work. And while she was there, she uncovered a plan that Abraham Lincoln would be attacked on the afternoon of February the 23rd, 1861.
Wow.
So not only did she unveil a plausible plan, but she had a
Mhm.
date and everything
She
for what
did
they were
well.
going to do.
She did well.
The girl did good, didn't she?
She did do good.
What the plan was that they were going to pass through the part of Baltimore, the rail station there,
Yeah.
and then while they were there, a fight would break out, resulting in all the police officers rushing towards this kerfuffle.
Yes. Well, you would do as a police officer, wouldn't you? You'd think, oh, better sort that out.
But Lincoln would be left entirely unprotected at the
Yeah.
mercy of the
Yeah,
secessionists.
if you knew what you're doing, you'd probably think to yourself, well, we've got someone quite important here. We'd leave one person here to look after him, make sure he's all right. I would. But then, I'm sort of criminally minded like that. I'm brilliant.
You're a professional.
Yeah.
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 I saw a documentary once about Abraham Lincoln that he was a vampire hunter. So probably he can look after himself. I don't know.
Okay.
That these secessionist people had also chartered a small steamship which was sitting in a nearby river, and then they would head to this steamship and flee and travel immediately to the state of Virginia. So they had it all worked out. They had it all worked out.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Fraction,
They had
murder,
the driver ready and everything.
exit, on a steam paddle ship that would have chugged its way to Virginia quite slowly and leisurely, I'd have thought. But
yeah,
they were the times.
Perhaps down the Mississippi, would it be?
Who?
That's perhaps where they started it from, and the big boats with the spinny things at the back.
I don't think the Mississippi is in Baltimore, is it?
Oh, okay.
And do you want to know what went down?
Yes, please.
Here's what went down. The Pinkerton National Detective Agency snuck Lincoln into Baltimore aboard an overnight train from Philadelphia that arrived at 3:30 a.m. So they were getting ahead of the game there, weren't they?
Yes. So those people weren't even ready for it. They were probably still asleep.
The president-elect pretended to be the disabled brother of his carer. So he was in disguise. And his carer was...
don't know. Perhaps that Kate, maybe, was it?
Yes, Kate Warne. Well done. Well done. I thought you were going to say Tom Cruise or something, but no, it was Kate Warne.
No, Tom Cruise wasn't around back then. It'd been more like Tom Selleck.
Lincoln wore a loose-fitting overcoat and a felt cap that was pulled down low over his face.
Did he have to pull the face and sort of make himself look all crooked?
I'd imagine he probably did to carry off the full subterfuge.
Yeah, of being disabled. Perhaps he sat on one leg.
Well, what happened, Kate had a shawl draped over his shoulders as if to keep him warm. Right. So for her, she was so calm and natural in her role as a humble caregiver and sister, dressed to the part, obviously. She was his sister, not his proper nurse. But I'd imagine by this stage she'd probably dropped the Southern Belle accent.
Mrs. Cherry.
She'd probably gone for a Mr. T or something at this point.
They could have got them involved, really, couldn't they? Because they'd have done it all themselves. Yeah. They would have sorted it out. Because they used to do all that sort of thing. They'd go against vigilantes and stuff.
They did.
Yeah, I'd have got rid of the Pinkertons. I'd have got the A-team in, because there's only 4 of them there as well, weren't there?
Well, do you know what? Before boarding the train, Kate had gained the train conductor's sympathy and secured an entire sleeping car for her and her brother, as well as their 2 companions, who happened to be Alan Pinkerton and his personal bodyguard, a man by the most fantastic name of Ward Hill Lamont.
Nice. That's a proper American name.
That's a proper American. I imagine he was
apart from the Lamont bit at the end of it.
I don't know. That's still quite.
It was lemon. It was lemon. They're just trying to make it sound posh, like creme on glaze and all that rubbish.
He was a big fella. I can imagine him. I can't imagine him being quite small. He was a bodyguard as well.
I'm Ward. Hi, I'm Ward.
Exactly. But these were the early days of train travel.
Right.
So there was no such thing as reservations. It's basically a pile-on. So you bought your ticket to get onto the train.
Yeah.
But then it was just a free-for-all as to where you got on and who sat where and everything.
Like Ryanair.
Like Ryanair, precisely. So I'm beginning to think that perhaps she did drop a Southern Belle accent and did go for a Mr. T.
Yeah.
She'd have said,
get up my cabin, fool.
I ain't going to no shared cabin, sucker.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So she managed to secure this, against all the odds, she managed to secure them this cabin all to themselves by her charms. Nobody realised that the incoming president of the United States, who was under threat of assassination,
Yeah.
was on board the overnight train
Yeah.
as it safely chewed its way all the way into Washington, D.C., arriving at
Nice.
6 a.m.
Wow. So he's already in there.
So these secessionists were completely fooled.
Yeah. Wouldn't they just? They've been like, oh, darn it.
Darn it, it's not even here. We've caused
Yeah.
all this distraction. We've got this steamboat.
What's happened?
And he's not. What's going on?
Yeah.
That bloke looks a bit like Lincoln. Go beat him up. That's
Yeah,
what
he'll
they said.
do. He'll do.
He'll
Shoot
do.
him.
It's said that Kate Warne remained alert and didn't sleep a wink for the entire journey.
So, like Red Bull or something like that, maybe just to keep her going.
Or she painted some eyes on her eyelids.
Yeah.
What they used to do in Tom and Jerry. The Pinkerton Agency had a very famous slogan, which was a big eye, and underneath it, it said, "We never sleep." And it is said that Alan Pinkerton got the idea for that slogan from Kate Warne's attitude of that evening.
Nice.
So she was key. Sorry, go on.
No, that's fine. I'm just intrigued by that. That's very intriguing.
Very intriguing. She was key to the foiling of the Baltimore assassination plot.
So she basically saved the United States as we know it now.
As we know it today. Yes.
Wow.
She basically saved all sorts of things, really, the world as we know it today, because as we know, the Civil War turned into a war of abolition and slavery.
Yeah.
We've now had a black president and all sorts of things. So
she probably saw that and knew all that's going to happen.
She was integral to all that sort of thing going on. That's some
that's achievement, isn't it? That's something you put on your CV, isn't it? That's something you slap on your CV. Yeah.
So she was key to foiling this plot. Not only did she help uncover its details, but she helped plan and carried out the arrangements to smuggle Lincoln into Washington. She couriered secret information and set up meetings, as well as securing the necessary 4 berths on the train. So without her dedication, skill, planning and protection, there was every reason, as you have already alluded to, Neil, my friend, that Abraham Lincoln might not have made it out of Baltimore alive.
Wow. Wow.
So Lincoln himself,
a lot, didn't he?
Well, he did. And he said, "I believe it has not hitherto been one of the prerequisites of the presidency to acquire in full bloom so charming and accomplished a female relation."
What?
Now, fam, it ain't been a must for a top dog to roll with such a paying and sorted sister up in the mix, innit?
Ah, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And for her part, Kate said, "Mr. Lincoln is very homely and so very tall that he could not lay straight in his berth."
They talk funny, didn't they?
Man down Lincoln's bare basic as well, lanky bro, like he can't even lie in his crib or nothing.
Ah, that's better. Thank you.
You got it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it now.
So, yeah, that's basically what they were saying of one another. Yeah. As you know, and you're probably about to tell me, the US Civil War started in April 1861.
That was just on the edge of my lips.
Was it? I thought it might be.
Yeah.
Union Army Commander George B. McClellan appointed Alan Pinkerton as his chief of intelligence.
Nice.
So he got a nice little well done pat on the head.
Yeah.
Kate Warne, meanwhile, operated in the Confederate States at a huge risk to her own life again, posing as
a Southern Belle,
passing on information back to her boss, Alan Pinkerton.
So she kept herself out of the papers as well, then?
Well, she was a bit of a celebrity for the stuff she did around Lincoln and that, but she wasn't huge. For example, the stories about the Lincoln rescue, or what you want to call it, or smuggling operation, didn't make any mention of her at all. The Pinkerton Agency received much publicity, but those reports made no mention of her.
Is that because she was a female?
Who can say? But most probably, yes, I'd imagine.
That's wrong, isn't it?
It's wrong, isn't it? The Pinkerton Agency received much publicity. Kate Warne was a pioneer, though, not just for female law enforcement, but for law enforcement and techniques in general. This is what her real power was. She understood that power didn't rest with making people look at you, but in making sure they don't see you at all.
Ooh, so she did have special powers.
She knew, as she said at the very beginning, that no one's going to suspect a woman. They might be suspicious of all sorts of things, but they won't be suspicious of me. And she was right.
She was right.
She was able to do all sorts of espionage. What's that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so yeah, she lived a tragically short life, though. Have you got some tissues there? Sounds like you need them.
Well, it's exciting.
Yeah. No, this is the tragic bit, Neil. You might get a bit upset. She lived a very short life and died of pneumonia in her mid-30s on
No.
January the 28th, 1868.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate for her, isn't it? But
yeah.
she was a pioneer. She did open doors for women in law enforcement.
So she probably did get a chill from that very first case that had gone cold.
She may have done. That's not any of the research I've found, but that's a very good observation.
I know. You're welcome.
Alan Pinkerton, was at her bedside when she died.
Yeah, I told you he had something for her.
And he arranged for Kate to be buried in the Pinkerton family plot in Chicago at the Graceland Cemetery. Now, that's not the Graceland you're thinking of.
I was going to say, what, near Elvis? No, he wasn't around then, though, was he?
No, and there's also Tennessee, wasn't it? But not in Chicago.
Oh, okay. That's perhaps where you got the name from.
Chicago. Well, who got the name from?
Elvis.
Yeah. The Gracelands was the name of the mansion, wasn't it? He didn't name
that's where you got the name from.
It was already when they called that when he bought it, I think.
Well, I suppose they called that because of her.
This isn't about Elvis, for once.
Okay. Everything's about Elvis.
Keep Elvis out of your mouth.
I will.
So this is the woman who quietly altered the history of the whole world as we know it, as we've already discussed. What a woman.
What a woman. That is amazing. That actually is an astounding story because, she's got some guts.
She had some balls.
Didn't she?
Yes.
Well, she wasn't. She was a woman. But, unless she can pretend that she had some balls.
I wasn't being literal, you fool.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, thank you, dear listener, for joining us on this travel back through time to hear about the amazing Kate Warne and indeed the Pinkerton Agency, because we did spend a bit of time in their company, didn't we?
Yeah.
So if you would be so kind as to leave us some feedback, subscribe, that's very important. What would I say, please, Neil?
Listen to the next episodes of Honourabl Mentions.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, listener, and we will see you again next time. Bye.
Bye, children. Bye, children. Bye.
Howdy, sugar. Thank you kindly for being so sweet and listening to this episode of Honourabl Mentions. I do declare y'all have no idea how much your support means to the boys. Now, I want all you sweet peaches to leave a 5-star review, subscribe, and pester your folks until they all gone done the same. It makes such a difference. You can follow Honourabl Mentions on social media and email the boys at honourablmentionspod@gmail.com. But be careful now because that's all one word. Y'all leave your feedback, and if you'd like a good old mention, well, all you gotta do is ask Honey Pie. Honourabl Mentions is researched by Stephen Webb, but these boys ain't got the good sense God gave a rock, and they just say whatever comes out. It is an Uncover Brothers production and show enough that their theme they have was written and performed by Pepe and the Bandits. Y'all give in a listen wherever you stream your music, and y'all come back now, you hear?
Everything tastes better with Nestle Tip Top. Pour over topping with a light, creamy taste.
Tip Top!